Imagine a time where £100 was a groundbreaking fee and compare it to today's jaw-dropping £200 million transfers. Today, we take a journey through the entire history of the most expensive transfers in football. Let's jump in. In 1893, the football world witnessed its first ever £100 transfer fee when Aston Villa signed Willie Groves from West Bromwich Albion. That's around £16,000 in today's money, but this move was groundbreaking at the time, setting a new precedent for player transfers. Groves was a talented Scottish forward, and his impact at Aston Villa justified the hefty transfer fee. His performances helped establish the concept that investing in top talent could yield substantial returns on the pitch. Fast forward to 1905, and the transfer record was shattered once again, with the first ever £1,000 transfer. Middlesbrough paid this remarkable sum to secure the services of Alf Common from Sunderland. Common was an English forward known for his scoring prowess and versatility on the pitch. Common's performances at Middlesbrough demonstrated the value of the investment. He quickly became a key player for the club, scoring 58 goals in 168 appearances for Middlesbrough. The £1,000 fee, though controversial at the time, proved to be a worthwhile investment for Borough. But in 1928, football witnessed another major milestone, with the first transfer above £10,000. Arsenal paid £10,890 to sign David Jack from Bolton Wanderers. Jack was a prolific forward who had already made a name for himself in English football, breaking the transfer record 8 years earlier in 1920 when Bolton had bought him for £3,500. At Arsenal, Jack's performances were exceptional. He became a central figure in their attack, helping the club secure multiple league titles and FA Cup victories. His contributions on the field justified the high transfer fee, and he scored 124 goals in 208 appearances. It took 34 years for the transfer market to reach its next significant milestone, when the 1952 transfer of Hans Jepsen to Napoli for £52,000 was a groundbreaking moment in football history. Jepsen, a Swedish striker known for his exceptional goal-scoring abilities, became the first player to break the £50,000 transfer fee barrier. Jepsen's impact at Napoli was profound. He became a prolific scorer for the Italian club, finding the back of the net 52 times in 112 appearances. His move to Napoli started a trend where only Italian clubs would break the transfer record for the next 16 years. In 1961, the football world was stunned once again when Inter Milan became the first club to pay six figures for a player, when they paid £152,000 to sign Luis Suarez from Barcelona. No, not that one. Suarez, a talented forward, was already a star in European football, and his time at Inter was marked by significant success, helping the club to win 3 Serie A titles and 2 European Cups. But the record transfer fee continued to climb, and next up was Angelo Sormani's move to Roma in 1963 for £250,000. Sormani, an Italian forward with a reputation for scoring goals, became the first player to surpass the £250,000 mark. But Sormani's impact at Roma never lived up to the hype. The Italian only lasted 1 season with Roma before moving on to Sampdoria. However, in 1968, Juventus made headlines by paying £500,000 to sign Pietro Anastasi from Varese. Anastasi, a highly talented forward, became the first player to command a transfer fee of £500,000. And Anastasi's performances at Juventus were top class, scoring 78 goals in 205 appearances. His goal-scoring ability and overall impact on the team justified the record transfer fee, as he won 3 Serie A titles with the Italian Giants. Now it's time for the first household name on this list. Barcelona splashed the cash in 1973 to bring Johan Cruyff to Barcelona for £922,000, a landmark moment in football history. Cruyff, one of the greatest players of all time, became the first player to command a transfer fee close to £1 million. Cruyff's impact at Barcelona was transformative. He led the team to multiple titles, including La Liga in 1974, and revolutionized their playing style with his skill and vision. He later returned to the club as a manager and won 4 La Liga titles in a row. But just 2 years later, in 1975, the football world reached a new milestone when Napoli paid £1.2 million to sign Giuseppe Savoldi from Bologna. Savoldi became the first player to command a transfer fee of over £1 million, setting a new benchmark for player valuations. Savoldi's time at Napoli was marked by impressive performances, where he scored 55 goals in 118 appearances. And enter Diego Maradona, where in 1984 he broke the transfer record for the second time in 3 seasons. The Argentinian magician moved from Barcelona to Napoli for a then record fee of £5 million. Maradona, widely regarded as one of the greatest footballers of all time, brought unparalleled skill and charisma to the Italian club. His impact at Napoli was legendary. He led the club to 2 Serie A titles and other domestic trophies, becoming a hero in Naples. His performances on the field and his influence off it more than justified the record transfer fee, cementing his place in football history. But the year 1992 saw the transfer record broken an incredible 3 times, beginning with Jean-Pierre Papin's move to AC Milan for £10 million. This was followed by Gianluca Vialli's transfer to Juventus for £12 million, and finally, Gianluigi Lentini's move to AC Milan for £13 million. Wow, the Italian clubs really did have that cash to splash in 1992. In 1996, English side Newcastle United flexed their financial muscles by signing Alan Shearer from Blackburn Rovers for a then record fee of £15 million. Shearer, one of England's most prolific strikers, brought his goal-scoring prowess and leadership to his boyhood club. Shearer's performances at Newcastle United were outstanding. He became both the club's and the Premier League's all-time leading goalscorer, and his goals and leadership on the pitch justified the high transfer fee, proving to be a smart investment for the club. Just 2 years later, in 1998, the football world witnessed another milestone when Denilson moved from Sao Paulo to Real Betis for £21.5 million. Denilson, a talented Brazilian winger, became the first player to command a transfer fee above the £20 million mark. Denilson's time at Real Betis was marked by moments of brilliance, but he struggled to consistently live up to the high expectations, scoring only 14 goals in 196 appearances. But the transfer market only goes up, and in 1999 it reached new heights when Christian Vieri moved from Lazio to Inter Milan for a then record fee of £32 million. Vieri, an Italian striker known for his goal-scoring ability, became the first player to command a transfer fee above £30 million. Vieri's impact at Inter Milan was significant. He became one of the top scorers in Serie A, scoring 123 goals in 190 appearances for the Nerazzurri. Now it was time for modern-day giants Real Madrid to come to the party. From 2000 to 2013, the Spanish side broke the transfer record 5 times in a row. First up was Luis Figo's transfer from Barcelona to Real Madrid in 2000. This was one of the most controversial and impactful moves in football history. The Portuguese winger, who had been a key player for Barcelona, switched allegiances in a dramatic transfer worth £37 million. Figo's move to Real Madrid not only intensified the rivalry between the two clubs, but also marked the beginning of the Galacticos era at Real Madrid, where the club sought to assemble a team of world-class superstars. Just 1 year later, in 2001, Real Madrid again made headlines by signing Zinedine Zidane from Juventus for a then record fee of £46.6 million. Zidane, one of the greatest midfielders of all time, brought his exceptional skill and vision to the Spanish club. Zidane's time at Real Madrid was marked by immense success. He played the crucial role in helping multiple titles, including UEFA Champions League, where he scored one of the greatest goals in the competition's history. But in the summer of 2009, Real Madrid brought the transfer market to new heights when they broke the transfer record twice. First up was the record-breaking move of Kaká from AC Milan for £56 million. Kaká was a Brazilian playmaker known for his creativity and vision, and he became the first player to command a transfer fee of above £50 million. Whilst he had moments of brilliance at Madrid, the high transfer fee was often scrutinised due to his struggle with injuries. But in the same 2009 transfer window, Real Madrid made one of their greatest signings ever when they bought Cristiano Ronaldo from Manchester United for a staggering £80 million. Ronaldo, one of the greatest footballers there's ever been, brought his goal-scoring prowess and marketability to the Spanish club. His performances at Real Madrid were nothing short of legendary, and he became the club's all-time leading scorer with 450 goals in 438 appearances. Now let's fast forward to 2013, where Real Madrid made their last record-breaking signing. They signed Gareth Bale from Tottenham Hotspur for an astronomical fee of £86 million. Bale, a Welsh winger known for his speed, became the most expensive player in the world at the time. And Bale's time at Real Madrid was marked by key contributions in crucial matches, including Champions League finals. Despite struggles with injuries, his performances in important games justified the high transfer fee, as he scored over 100 goals for the club. In 2016, arguably the biggest transfer flop of all time was set in motion when Manchester United made headlines by re-signing Paul Pogba from Juventus for a then record fee of £89 million. Pogba's return to Manchester United saw mixed results and only returned double figures in goals scored in one of his 6 seasons at the club. The Frenchman left the club on a free transfer in 2022 to rejoin Juventus, where he made 12 appearances before being banned for failing a drugs test. And the transfer market was forever changed in 2017 when Paris Saint-Germain signed Neymar from Barcelona for an unprecedented fee of £200 million. Not only did PSG become the first club to pay 9 figures for a player, but they skipped straight to the £200 million valuation. Neymar's impact at PSG was significant as he helped the club dominate French football, but he couldn't help lead PSG to that Champions League title that they so desperately crave. The history of football transfer fees is a fascinating journey through the evolution of the sport and its ever-growing commercial impact. What transfer moment left you shocked? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe.